Welcome back to the Empty Thoughts Podcast, presented by OTDL, where we keep it on the down low. You might have guessed that.
You feel me?
I'm here. You feel me? I'm here with Cody. And this podcast was Cody's idea. I know, surprising. Gearhead wanting to do a podcast. I'm just playing. But Cody messaged me. I think it was like Tuesday, and he was like, "Yeah, I got a good idea for an episode of Empty Thoughts." And I was like, "Let me hear it." And he was like, "Let's talk about our journey on YouTube type shit." And I was like, and I've been pumped ever since Tuesday to do this, because I just, it's going to be excruciatingly long for my side of the story. This might even be two parts, because I've been doing YouTube for 8.5 years. Cody's been doing it since 2020. I think it was like February 2020. There's bounces back and forth between TikTok and YouTube, but we're not going to talk about that. Actually, he is going to talk about that. That's kind of what the podcast is about. Anyway, I'll give you the floor, Cody. Go ahead.
Well, I guess I'll pick it up right there where might bounce back and forth. So here's the thing, right?
Look, if we're going to talk about our journey on YouTube, right? We got to start from the beginning. Go back to the beginning.
It was
like 24 hours
journey.
It was like the
beginning of my career, like my content creating journey, right? Like the beginning of that. Well, I started on YouTube, and yeah, it was a 24-hour stream of Call of Duty. Actually, funny enough,
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Stream that here in just a little bit.
It's Modern Warfare 2019, but it was February 2020.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
But anyway, so that was my first ever like content creating. That was the first part of it, of the journey. And
by the way, I don't think that stream is up on anybody's channel anymore. That's a part of that. I know it's not up on mine. It's not up on yours. I don't think it's up on Alex's. Austin might be the only one that still has that up. I don't know why I deleted it. No idea why I deleted it. Can't remember.
But anyway, so I stayed on YouTube for a long time, right? And I went over to TikTok. Okay, I went over to TikTok, and for a while I was doing TikTok and YouTube, but then I just eventually switched over to TikTok completely. And TikTok, I was doing good. And then TikTok was going to get banned, and I was like, fuck. So I went back to YouTube for a little while, okay?
And when he says a little while on TikTok, he means a fucking long time. Like, he was on TikTok for like a year and a half.
Yeah, I was on TikTok for like a year and a half.
Nothing on his YouTube.
So, because TikTok was, supposedly getting banned and all that crap. So I'll go back over to YouTube.
Year, though. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
But now they actually got a bill signed to ban it, unless they sell it. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
But so I went back over to YouTube, and I was on YouTube for a while, and TikTok, like the ban was getting lit, like the ban wasn't gonna happen. Everything was good. TikTok was in the clear. I was like, hell yeah! So I went back over to TikTok, right? Well, I was there for a little while, and then happens again, and so
you weren't even there. You weren't even there that long the second time. You was there, I think, like 3.5, maybe 4 months, the second time, and then fucking bounced back.
And then after that, I was on YouTube for a little bit, and then I went back over to TikTok again for the last time. But at the time I was actually doing TikTok and YouTube. I was doing both. So, but I was paying more attention to the TikTok part, right? But I was still doing YouTube, just not as much. And then they talked about banning TikTok, this last time, recently. Like when they first started doing that again, I was like, man, fuck this. I'm going back to YouTube. I'm staying on YouTube. I ain't leaving YouTube. I love YouTube. I'm here to stay on YouTube, and that's just it, right?
Yeah, I love YouTube.
But yeah, and something else that I'm going to touch on is...
Touch whatever you want to, dog. This is your podcast, by the way. Empty Thoughts is yours. I'm just here, bro.
Right. But,
I'm just living and live. That's my motto.
Something else I'm going to touch on is this right here. Okay, so, like, thing is... And see, when I first started my content creating shit, I really didn't realize this the way I do now. Like, I thought I did, but I didn't. But here's the thing, right? Like, goddamn, I've been talking about it all. I've been talking about all this shit. YouTube, or really, well, I mean, I guess in any content creating platform, anything that you can make content on a platform, right? Anything like that, all of that, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, right? Anything you do, content creating wise, that is for the internet, it is a marathon, right? Just always keep that in mind. Like, this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. If you're not able to wait the long game, then you're never going to be successful there. Like, it takes time, and that's the thing. You're not, all these people that do, like, say, blow up overnight, like, that was just a miraculous fucking just complete chance of that happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to just expect to play the waiting game, I guess. Play the long ball, and that's really it, right? I'm sure Josh can agree with that. I mean, you really just got to like be patient with it, right? Like if you don't have good patience, then you might not make it on any kind of content creating thing, right? Like it takes time, it takes work, it takes effort. It's not an easy feat to accomplish.
At all, bro. To touch on that a little bit, so I actually had somebody ask me last night in my stream. They was like, "You have any advice?" I mean, I'm not just sitting there claiming to be like a massive YouTuber or massive content creator or whatever. But they was like, "Do you have any?" I mean, I've went up a decent amount of subscribers in the last little bit. Thank God. All glory to God for that. But like, I went up a decent little bit amount of subscribers. Recently just hit 2,000 like today, like an hour ago, which is crazy. But somebody asked me, they was like, "You have any advice on how to get like subs and how to get views?" And I went down like a little bit of a rabbit hole. I was like explaining it to him. I was like, "Okay, what you got to do is, I mean, nowadays, right? Everybody's brain is so fried by like TikTok and stuff that like nobody can really sit down unless it's like a live stream and watch like a really long. Like, I mean, there's certain instances which you can. But like a majority of people don't want to sit down and watch like 30-minute video, 20-minute video, even a 10-minute video. You know what I mean? Like for me anyway. Like if I see like, I mean, Mr. Ballins is like an exception, but Mr. Ballins is a fucking phenomenal storyteller. You know what I mean? You get lost in his content.
Well, let me cut in on this and actually like, I guess give some insight because I agree with that, and I'll tell you why I agree with that. I feel like the content creating like world that it is now, like what it was in like say 2010. Or just say the 2010s in general, right? Like a lot of people were watching, it was a common thing for a video to be 15 plus minutes long, like between 15 and say 25.
Short form content didn't exist back then, unless you're talking about Vine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exist,
And Vine's
right?
what like created, then Vine died, and then like really like short form content didn't exist.
But here's the thing too, right? It's like, I feel like the only here's the thing, okay? Maybe unless you're already an established name on YouTube or really any platform.
Or if you're an established name like somewhere else and you come to YouTube.
On any kind of platform, right? Then this would work for you, but here's the thing, right? Most people, if they're watching a long format video, usually it's some kind of like it's stories, right? Like scary stories, true story. True scary stories.
If Mr. Ballin uploaded a 2-hour long video, dog, I'd watch every fucking second of it.
Yeah, because what he's talking about, right? It's not necessarily like a tutorial video, or it's not necessarily like showing this whole thing, right? But these stories will all they keep you engaged, right? Like that's the thing, right? Storytelling, no matter how it's gave, will always be popular. No matter if it's read, if it's listened to, if you're really there to hear the person talk about it, storytelling will always sell, so to speak.
Right.
But that's why like those kind of videos do well. Because they're the entire time. Especially if you have a good narrator, right? And Mr. Ballin is a phenomenal narrator.
Mr. Ballin is insane, bro.
So if you're a good narrator, then you can tell stories all day long, right? And people will always listen. So that's why those kind of those videos that are 15 plus minutes long, that are storytelling videos, those will always do good. But yeah, that's the thing because. Right, like the short form content. That's what everybody's used to now. That's what everybody, because
everybody's attention span's so fried, bro. It's not even funny,
Right, and here's the thing. With that though, because like everybody has a cell phone now, right? Pretty much everybody has a smartphone, right? A tablet, something, right?
Some form of like cellular device.
Everybody's got the way, right? If you have a cellular device for like a smartphone, okay, then you have the way to access YouTube Shorts. TikTok, Instagram Reels,
Facebook Reels,
all that stuff, right? Yeah, Facebook Reels, all that stuff. Even Snapchat has Snapchat Reels, okay? So it's
who fucking watches that? You know what I mean? Who the fuck goes on Snapchat? Let me watch the Reels.
Sometimes if I'm on Snapchat, I'll go over to the Reels and I'll just go down a rabbit hole, and then it'll be like an hour's pass by, and I'll be like, what the fuck what just happened to me?
By the way, let me speak on this real quick. Speaking of going down rabbit holes, right? Okay, so one day I was on my PlayStation. This was before I got PS5. I was on PS4, and I was just going through YouTube Shorts on my PlayStation 4 on the YouTube app. And before I knew it, it had been 6 hours I was just nothing but watching shorts. I was like, oh fuck, you know what I mean? But going back to it, so everybody's attention span is just so fried, right? And it's like, this is like, I was trying to help out the people who were the people who were asking me, and hopefully if anybody goes back and watches it, whatever, they can get a little bit of like I wouldn't say a head start, or just maybe I could help them a little bit, you know what I mean, give them some advice. And okay, so all of the videos that are the most popular on my channel, right?
Yeah.
They're under 5 minutes long, every one of them. I mean, my most popular's got 187,000 views. It's like 56 seconds or some shit. And it's because everybody's attention span is so fried. Like I was saying, like nobody, unless you're like watching like Mr. Ballin or you're watching like a specific video, nobody wants to sit down and watch a 25, 30-minute video. You know what I mean? They'd rather just scroll. You know what I mean? Like it's just an exercise of like the forearm, bro. Just scrolling, and it's like, okay, so I was like, I was like, here's what you got to do, right? And this is like the best way to grow as of right now, right? And I've seen like a couple like big streamers like talk about the short form content is the best way to grow right now, and I was like, what do you mean, Until I really started investing in it, right? I was like, short form content is not the way to grow. That's what I was saying before. And then I started investing in. Okay, here's my advice, and anybody that's watching this podcast, you can take this as well. And once again, I'm not claiming to be a big YouTuber. I'm not claiming to have it all figured out. I'm still working on it. You know what I mean? But here's my opinion. Okay, so I'm a streamer, 100%. I'm a streamer. But there's like 3 or 4 reasons why I stream. Okay, the first reason is because I love it. You gotta love it.
You do have to love it.
If okay, and I'll touch on that after, but you have to love it. I stream because I love it. The second reason is I stream because I want to connect with my audience, people that come in. I want to meet new people. I want to connect, ask people how you doing. And talk to them like voice to text. I mean, you can say to me, but them to hear me like ask them how they're doing. You know what I mean? And that's a different type of thing than typing in a comment or something. Like, yo, y'all been all right? You know what I mean? So I like to connect with my community as well. And then the third reason that you should, this is excluding trying to make a career out of it. But the third reason I stream. Okay, so the first is because I love it. Second is to connect with my audience, ask people how they're doing, make sure everybody's doing all right, and to if like I've said many times, if there is a kid who's in a similar spot to where I was growing up, because I when I was growing up, like I was in a really dark place, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if a kid or even a teenager, even if an adult, if they're in a dark place, right, and they see like me live, and they've never clicked on a stream of mine before, I have no idea who they are. They have no idea who I am. If they can click on my stream, and I can make them forget about that for even a fraction of a second, it's mission accomplished. So
I agree with that.
So it's because I love it, because I want to connect with my audience, and then the third reason is to stream and hope something funny happens so you can clip it and turn it into a short. Because short form content is the way to go, 100%.
Yeah. It really is. I mean,
and then because I've went up, so many subscribers off of short form content, and another piece of advice I give them. Did you?
Yeah, that was random. That's random for podcast.
Out of nowhere.
But yeah, out of left field. I got a haircut.
Well,
kind of look like him now, but with a beard.
But okay, and another piece of advice I have, right, when it comes to like being a YouTuber, when you're trying to be a YouTuber, if you're being a YouTuber solely for the purpose to get famous, or just for the money,
you're gonna fail.
If it's solely the purpose to get famous or just for the money, you're gonna fail. You have to love what you do.
Right on your fucking face.
You have to love what you do, or it's not going to work out for you. Right? And
like Cody was saying, literally anything too.
Like Cody was saying, there's like miraculous cases of people blowing up overnight, whatever. Queso, Speed, Aiden, which Aiden not really overnight, but you get what I mean. Like it was like people found out who he was, and he was massive. You know what I mean? But the reason you have to love what you're doing, and you have to love creating content, or it's not going to work out for you. The reason for that is you're going to have good months, good days, good weeks. So good days, good weeks, good months, and then you're also going to have bad days, bad weeks, bad months. So with me, I was getting back in 2022, early 2022. I was getting 3, 4, 500 views on every stream. So anywhere from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 500 views every stream, every day. Right, every fucking day I was getting that. And then you flash forward a little bit, right? And that went on for a little bit. I'm not gonna sit there and act like it went as fast as it came. No, it went on for a little bit. But then I went from getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 views every day to down to 10 views a stream, 15 views a stream, 20 views a stream, 25 views a stream. I was pumped to get 30 when I was getting 500. So if you don't love what you're doing, if you don't love creating content, it's not. If it's only for the money, you're going to fail. If it's only for the fame, you're going to fail.
Yep.
Because the second that it goes from, oh shit, I'm getting 500 views a stream, let's fucking go. I'm going to be famous before too long. I'm going to be making money before too long. The second it goes from that, 500 views a stream, to back down to like 10 views a stream, you'll quit. Because it's like, well, that failed. That's over. Because you don't love it. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to sit here and act like it's never been about the numbers. No, I've been so hung up on numbers for so long, and I still am. You know what I mean? But here's what you got to understand, right? And this is what I had to, eventually teach myself. You got to do what you enjoy, and then eventually the numbers will come. And the way that the numbers will come is if something funny happens that you can take yourself out of your shoes, right? And you put yourself in the viewer's shoes. If you put yourself in the viewer's shoes and you look at the clip that you made, and you're like, that's actually pretty funny. That's pretty fucking funny, bro. You know, like that's actually pretty interesting. Like, if I saw this on just like a random, I'd probably subscribe. That's the one that you got to upload. And then sometimes you'll put yourself in like the viewer's shoes, and you're like, it's not that funny. It's not that good. Like this is just like my personal experience. But if you're only doing it to get famous and only for the money, and it's not because you love it, it's not because you want to meet people, it's not because you're trying to be entertaining. You know what I mean? If it's only to get famous and only for the money, you're going to fail, because the second that it goes from 3, 4, 500 views a stream, right, starting out, like when you really start to grind, and it dips down to 10 views, 6 views, 7 views, 8 views a stream for like a 3 or 4 hour stream. The second that it does that, it'll be like, well, that failed and it's over. You know, because you don't love it. You got to love it. You have to love it. And I'll let you continue with your YouTube journey, Cody. I just want to touch on that real quick.
Well,
and once again, I'm not claiming to be a big time YouTuber. I'm just saying my personal experience. Like I love streaming. I love creating content, and I love making people laugh. You know what I mean? I truly believe I was put on this earth to get people out of a dark spot and help them and help brighten their life a little bit. That's what I truly believe I was put on earth for. And I ain't got no problem with that.
well, honestly, I agree with everything you said. I do. I agree with it all. But
so if I could give anybody, right, and like I said, who am I? You know what I mean? But any advice, if you're going to take any advice from me, right? I mean, you don't have to, but you gotta love it. That's the only advice I can that I'm going to give.
That's true.
And that's the only advice that matters. You have to love it. You have to love it. If you don't love it, then it's not going to work for you.
To touch up on that also, here's another thing, right? Kind of on the same topic. Not only do you have to love making content, you also have to love making a certain type of content, right?
Like if you're forcing yourself to play a game that you don't want to play, or if you're forcing yourself to do videos that you don't want to do, that's also going to burn you out, and therefore
that's what I was
you're going to quit uploading as frequent. You're going to quit uploading as frequent. You're going to grow to hate it. I mean, I've done all this. I've been burned out multiple times, and I thank God that I've not been burned out in a really long time. But like with Gang Beasts, like, and that's the game that I was getting 3, 4, 500 views a stream on. Like I forced myself to play that every day for months. And then Gang Beasts is just so stale because there's no new maps, there's no new nothing. I mean, I don't know about now, but there wasn't back then. I'm talking early 2022. That it's like, after a while, it's just like, I mean, I had to quit playing it. I mean, I got burned out. I mean, that's just like, fuck this, man.
That's what I was going to say, like, and here's the thing.
And also, one more piece of advice, consistency is key. You got to stay consistent with it. You can't be, okay, you get 3, 4, 500 views on one stream, right? And then you wait 2, 3 weeks and then come back, and it's probably not going to be that good for you, because the second that your content goes out of the algorithm, it immediately gets replaced with something else.
It
So you
does.
got to stay consistent with it. You
And
have
it's
to.
instant too. Like it's not.
Like I'm
They
not
don't
saying
wait,
okay you have to upload
the
every day,
algorithm
but
don't
keep a
wait.
consistent schedule. Is what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying you have to upload
Yeah.
every day or you're gonna fail. No, and I mean even I'm not even saying that if you don't stay consistent you're gonna fail. But I'm just saying consistency is key. So make sure to keep a consistent schedule for sure. Like I do something every day, whether it be a video short or a stream. You know what I'm saying? That's that's just hardwired in my brain. Just when I say it's fucking much, but continue.
But yeah, like, and thing is, whether you want to do, if you want to do gaming stuff or you want to do like,
IRL stuff or
in real
crafts
life,
or
or crafts, do whatever, But like, pick one that you actually want to do and do
yeah,
that.
pick what you actually enjoy because there's an audience for everything. There's an audience for absolutely everything. So make sure that you find what you want to do and what you're going to enjoy the most, and then do that. And obviously, you can pivot and fade into other stuff, but make sure to start out with something that you actually really want to do and something you actually really enjoy. Or I mean, you're just going to get burned out on it quick as hell. And I know personally. I mean, Among Us, Gang Beasts, Fall Guys, like GTA, I mean, it all burned me out, bro.
And to even like go deeper into this topic, right? Pick if you do gaming, right? Like we do.
You said
Okay.
doo
I know.
doo.
Anyway, but if you do, if
Do
you do,
gaming.
if you do gaming, like we do, then whatever kind of gaming you like, whether it be if you want to do first-person shooters, if you want to do RPG, if you want to do story-driven, like don't force yourself to play a genre that
What
you
the
don't really
fuck?
like.
Okay, so Scott's cut you off. I just clicked on the comments of this short, right? That I uploaded this popping off. It's got how many? 7.3 thousand views. I'm not bragging. I'm not trying to brag or anything. But this guy commented, he said, a really white version of good old queso. And then this other dude said, didn't know queso had an evil twin. That's fucked up. Extremely white version of good old queso. What the
Bro,
fuck does that
queso
mean?
is white though.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
it's pale as well. He's a ginger dog, just like me. What? Continue, right? I already cut you off. I just thought shit. That's funny.
No, but yeah, like whatever kind of genre of game you want. Like if you're like I said, if you do content over games like we do, whatever genre of gaming that you like, do that. Don't force yourself to play a genre of game
Like I said,
you don't find interest in, or you're gonna hate it every second of it. Right?
here's something that I used to do right when it came to Gang Beasts.
Like do what you love, right? Like play the games that you love to play, right? Don't chase numbers, all the time and stuff. Like don't do that. Like do what you want to do. I guess
Here's what I used to do. Here's what I used to do whenever it came to Gang Beasts, right? Okay, so Gang Beasts was like the primary growth for my channel back in early 2022. So I would play Gang Beasts every day. However, after I got done playing Gang Beasts, then I would play whatever else I wanted to play. So it's like, okay, I did what is the primary growth of my channel today. I did that. Now let me fucking play Fall Guys. That was what I would do. And I mean, so pretty much what I'm saying is if you find a game that's doing extremely well for you and then you eventually grow out of love with it, either one, just fucking quit playing it. I mean, don't burn yourself out. Or two, play that however many times you decide to stream or upload a week. And then you can do, and then even the same night you can do whatever else the fuck you want to. So it's like, okay, I did what's going to help me grow. I did what's going to help me grow. Now let me play whatever the fuck else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't force yourself to play any specific genre if you don't love it. I mean, like I said, there's an audience for absolutely everything. So just find what you want to do and what you really love, and then do that.
This might sound real fucking generic, but it's true. Like be yourself,
Like
don't try to put on.
Like I don't put on a character at all, bro.
Right?
You know
Yeah,
I mean?
don't put on a character. Just
like Header 1130 is me.
the whole thing.
Josh is Header 1130. Header 1130 is Josh. You know what I mean? Like there is no difference. There's no flip switch. I mean, I try to be like a little bit more like high energy, but other than that, I mean, there's no fucking difference. I'm not over here fucking being like, "Hey guys, welcome back to another stream." I'm not doing that. Talk the fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, maybe you should start this stream up like that when we get ready here.
Bet, I got you. I got you. It's fucking 700 million views. It's like, damn. 800 million people in there. It's like, fuck. Search every stream like that up again. Every fucking time.
You get invited to the White House in about 3 days.
I'm the new president. But, okay, let me ask you a question, Cody, right? What made you really want to start YouTube?
What made me want to start YouTube?
Yeah. Like what was like? Okay, let me do this. Let me give this a shot.
'Cause I can tell you.
Let's hear it.
So what made me want to start doing YouTube, right, is for one. So.
Oh, by the way, the Gearhead channel was started in February of 2020. However, he was doing like another channel named Monstrous Productions back in like 2018.
Yeah.
So he was doing it like 2 years before.
I remember old Monsters Productions. Listen, bro, I had some of the best like gaming times when I was Monsters Productions, right? When I was
He's doing Fallout Shelter. Like he's doing like you ain't doing nothing else with Fallout Shelter.
No, there was other videos. There was other videos on the Monsters Productions, but I mean, I ended up deleting them. Yeah. But, because honestly, one of the games I'd done on Monsters Productions, I think it was like Absolver, and like I really loved that game. I mean, I really did. Like it was so cool, because like your fighting styles would vary, and like I'm pretty sure it's like how you move the analog sticks while you're hitting. You can kind of make your own fighting style in a way or something similar to that. But I mean, it was a really fun game. But anyway, moving on here. So what really made me like when you want to start getting into creating content was a few things. So what I'd say a lot of people don't know, like that don't actually know me, right? Is like I like writing stories and stuff, you know.
Right.
Bit of a nerd like that, you know, bit of a nerd, but I like making stories, I like creating stories. And when I do write stories, what I've really come to realize that I like about it is I get to create my own like world, you know, type shit. I get to create my. I guess and what I've learned from that is the fact that I enjoy creating things, right?
Yeah, me too, bro. Me too.
So like I like to make things, okay? So, but also I mean, video games is probably my biggest hobby, right? So,
Right. Hey, I think it's true for just
I'll,
about like a lot of people, like a good percentage of people nowadays.
yeah. So like, you know, I like to create things, right? Well, I like to play video games, okay? So, another thing is, what you were saying earlier about like, you know, you want to brighten somebody's day, you know, like you want to make them forget about their problems even if it's just for a second, right?
Yeah,
I feel the same way about that, right? Right. Like
I want to be an
feel the same way about
escape
that.
because I didn't have an escape growing up.
Right, I didn't either.
Because I mean, I didn't
so
know what
it's like-
internet was back then. You know what I mean? And it's like,
So-
if I could be an escape for a kid that's going through like even like not even like a 0.001% of like the similar situation I'm going through, if I can be an escape from that, mission accomplished, bro.
That's what I'm saying, right? So that's my 3 reasons mainly, because you know.
And even if it's not a kid, if it could be a teenager, a grown ass man, an old ass
Yeah.
man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
An infant, I mean a newborn, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's just, if I can be an escape, bro, mission accomplished.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, like I said, those are my 3 reasons because, A, I like to make things. B, I like video games. And C, you know, I want to help people, even though that's just helping them laugh, you know. So that's why I like making videos. But here's the thing, okay? So I guess, cause see, I kind of had people that I guess you say inspired me to make content.
Right.
And
Who would you say like the main primary one?
actually, there's 2, and it's like cut right down the middle, 50-50.
Dead Sing Head on her.
Close. No, but here's the thing, right? Like, and it's kind of funny because they're completely fucking just the opposite, right?
Oh, Dead Sing Head on her?
No. So my I guess say, what would you call them? Mentors, I guess.
More like I wouldn't call them idols either. More like inspirations.
Inspirations. Yeah. So like, I guess my.
Because mentor would be like them taking you under their wing type shit.
But that's true too, I guess. But so yeah, like my I guess inspirations, you know. One, Markiplier.
Yeah, he's such
And
a fucking good
2
content creator, bro. Jesus.
And 2, this is why I said they're like almost fucking opposites. 2, Dr. Disrespect. So it's like, you know, there you go.
Okay, so out of all the content that you've done on your channel, right? This is turning, I guess, into more of an interview. But out of all the content you've done on your channel, right? You've done a lot. I mean, of course, you deleted quite a bit of it, but what would you say is like your most like? What would you say is like the period, and what is like the content you was doing that you was like, oh shit, this is the most fun I've ever had doing content?
like any kind of content?
It's like
Like
throughout
all?
your entire channel. Like, what was like? It was like, okay, I was like, oh fuck, bro. Like, I'm enjoying this more than pretty much everything else I've ever done when it comes to content. Like, what was that period, and what was the content that made you feel that way?
Kind of two. There's actually been two different, like like separate occasions, I guess. Like so
And
that's happened.
I have an answer to this as well, and I'll give mine after you give yours.
So like the first time, you know, that I guess like I had that feeling was me, you, and Alex. That's when we was like deep right in Fortnite, bro. That's when we was playing Fortnite like all the time, right?
Oof, what a time,
Like
bro. What a
like
time to
that
be alive.
time, like yeah, like that time making content. That was like yeah, like that there, man.
Just fucking
It was like
hours on top of hours. Us playing
yeah,
Fall
like that's
Guys.
what I'm
Us
saying, right? Like
sucking
hours on
absolute
top of
dog shit at
hours
Fall Guys.
just playing, Like
Jeez.
yeah, that was probably one of my best times, ever since I've been making content. Another time, and honestly, it's like neck and neck for these two, moments, I guess. But it was when we were, doing the IRL shit, ghost hunting, exploring these abandoned places. That was
Right.
like the other time. Like that was the other time whenever that was like, damn, what a time to be alive,
Yeah, like
that,
both
that
of us, just
was
like
the
what a
other
time to be
time
alive, bro. You look back
while
on it,
making
like
content,
both like periods of that, right, which are two vastly
yeah.
different periods, like years apart. You think back on it, like, damn, what a time to be alive that was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But my answer for like what my favorite like period and what my favorite content that I've done was, it made me feel like you go to bed with a smile on your face, you're kicking your feet back and forth type shit.
Yeah.
I would have to say, okay, I mean, I wasn't really doing at the beginning. I wasn't doing that much content. It was like on the Heather 1130 channel when it came to Fortnite. Like there was a completely different channel that I was doing content on. When it was this was even before like you started playing with us. It was just me and Alex. And then obviously me, you, Alex, Braden, Corbin, like just fucking, or me, you, Alex, Braden, me, you, Alex, Corbin. It was never me, you, Braden, Corbin. Which is, I mean, it was that one night that we did the ramp or whatever, but.
Yeah.
Uh, But just like those times on fucking Fortnite, like just fucking spanking out wins, dog. The Christmas season, you getting free gifts every day. Fucking, it's like a really good fucking storyline that Fortnite had at the time, and just fucking living with the boys, bro. You know what I mean? And the deep
Yeah.
talks that we'd have fucking late at night. All the
You know,
laughs
the
that we'd
funniest
have late at
shit I
night.
think I've
The
ever.
death run shit we did. Fucking. And then okay, so that right there would have to be like one of them, right? And I think it's probably just about a tie. And then the other one is like the IRL shit when when it was literally just me and you. We was going out. We was doing Random Nautic at fucking 1:30 in the morning. We was doing Random Nautic at 6:30 in the morning. We was doing Random Nautic at fucking 12 a.m. Or we was going to Charles Manson's, or we was fucking going to Tunnel Hill. We was going to the Road to Nowhere, and we was just out fucking just.
I just want to
We
point
was out
out
in
saying
the
going to
world.
Charles Manson's just don't sound too good.
Charles Manson's Childhood Home. All right, that's about to be uploaded on OTDL as well. I'm about to upload another throwback of that, but going to Charles Manson's Childhood Home, fucking, and us just being out in the world. Cause don't get me wrong, I mean I fucking love gaming, bro. But just like taking a break from gaming and
Damn.
being out behind the screen, and just being out in the world, and the fresh air is hitting your face. There's a cool breeze, the wind's blowing. You got to worry about getting COVID.
Right.
But it's just that, bro. Is like I said both times. It's like you think back on, it's like what a fucking time that was to be alive. you know? And you miss it deeply. You really do. Like I do constantly. It's like damn, bro. Like I look back on all the content I've done because I've got 1,400 videos, plus 1,400 plus videos on my channel, and I look back at all these and I'm like, and just like the memories come flooding back. And sometimes even I'll watch like an old stream or old video from like the Fortnite shit, and I'm like, bro, I barely remember this. You know, it's almost like I'm not even watching me, and my voice is all weird. I'm trying to talk like I'm saying dude a lot. It's like I'd punch myself in the fucking gizzard if I could, but it's like you think back on it, and then like all the memories come rushing back. It's like, bro, what a fucking time to be alive. And then the fucking IRL shit. It's like, bro, I wish we could fucking still do that shit. So it's probably like neck and neck, like you said, with
Yeah.
the boys on Fortnite and the IRL shit. Even though I've said multiple times that the IRL shit is probably my favorite like period of my YouTube career, but like I said, that's just because we'd done gaming, or at least I'd done gaming for fucking so long, and it's like to take a break from that and be out in the world, just like I said, it's just like really simple shit, really like generic cliche shit. It's like fucking the cold breeze, you hear the fucking birds chirping, and you there with your boy, you're making a fucking video, and it's just like what a fucking time to be alive, bro. So that's probably like my favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've bounced, moving on, you've bounced back and forth from TikTok and YouTube quite a bit. What was your
Right.
original plan for TikTok? Like, what did you want to like achieve on TikTok?
Honestly,
Like, what was your goal type shit?
for TikTok.
Yeah.
So my whole plan on TikTok, is because you know how TikTok's whole live situation is, right?
Right.
You have to hit 1,000 followers for you to go live, right?
By the way,
So
I've had 2,000 followers for fucking 2 years, and I've still never went live.
but
No, I'm lying. I think I did once, and you sent me a
my whole
gift.
goal there was to like hit that, hit the 1,000 mark, and then after that I was gonna do go live, but I was gonna like do my gaming live, but
Right.
on TikTok instead of YouTube, right? That was like the main I guess thing there with that, pretty much. Wasn't too I guess what's the word? I guess ingenious.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just it was just a normal old idea, I guess, normal plan for that. I mean, it wasn't nothing like.
I think that's like that's pretty like pretty much everybody's like, if I can if I can get 1,000 followers, I can go live. More people's gonna be able to see you, and it's even with like YouTube as
Yeah.
well. I mean, like unless it's like specific occasions. What it's like, more people's gonna see me, more people gonna have a chance to discover me, get followers. So maybe they'll send a couple of gifts, make some money.
That's kind of it. I was just gonna like continue to upload on there like I normally would have, and when I hit 1,000, I'll do like gaming live streams and stuff, kind of like I do now for YouTube. But
Right.
yeah. But like I said, I'm here to stay on YouTube this time around.
I mean, I
ain't
barely
leaving
upload to
YouTube.
TikTok anymore. I mean, I barely even
You know what
open
I'm saying?
TikTok on my phone.
I ain't leaving YouTube not unless they throw me out. Hopefully that don't happen.
Banned.
So.
Like I got banned for that week at one time. Speaking of that, let me just touch on that real quick. So I uploaded a video, just right here, just for the podcast purpose. I uploaded a video of me boxing my cousin. Right, we was both 18, and I fucking walloped this motherfucker, dog. I fucking about knocked his head clean off his shoulders. And I uploaded that to fucking to YouTube, thinking nothing of it because we was both 18. I mean, the homie had a beard, and they fucking hit me, strike me for fucking child safety. No children in the video. It's me and Steve.
Maybe that says something about you all then,
But
says something about y'all.
strike me for child safety. Couldn't upload, couldn't post, couldn't comment for a week. And I just had hit fucking YouTube partner. And it's like, I'm trying to make a career out of this. And this is back in like fucking early 2023. It's like, yeah, I'm trying to make a career out of this. I can't do fucking nothing for a week. And that was like a time when it's like, fuck, man. But yeah, I got banned for a week back in 2023, which is crazy. Striked. Which that strike has expired, and we ain't got no strikes right now, thank God. And no plans to get any. Unless I get hammered like I did that one night and uploaded the same video of me knocking Steve out again. But regardless, we're here. I should have considered that before I uploaded it, But
Next time, just put this action was this action
performed by professionals.
was performed by professionals. Yep. Just do that.
Well, okay, so now that you're back on YouTube, right? What is your goal for YouTube? Like, what do you want to achieve on YouTube? Like you said on TikTok, you wanted to get to 1,000 so you can do your gaming live streams. YouTube, you don't need 1,000. So what's your goals for YouTube?
Honestly, right now, I think it's a work in progress. I mean,
You just take
for
it
the
day
most
by
part
day
right
type
now,
shit.
yeah, like right now I'm just taking it day by day. Just doing whatever, really. I guess in a way, like
Okay,
just
I'll,
chilling in a way, just
I'll
vibing.
rephrase the question. Right? What is your not end game goal, but like, what are you trying to do? You know what I mean?
I mean, I'd like to make a career out of it. Be
Because I
nice.
mean, if you
I
need an
would. I'd
example,
love to.
I'll tell you what like my goal is, right? So I want to obviously make a career out of it. I want to give back to the people who've grown me, the community. I always give all glory to God. I want to retire my mom. Make sure she don't have to work anymore. I want to make sure the boys don't have to work their 9 to 5s. I want to get a warehouse, and we'll have like a room that has every alcohol you can imagine in it. We'll call it the drunk tank. Fucking, all sorts of shit. Like, that's what I mean. Like, what are you trying to do? You know what I
Oh,
mean?
so well, okay. So like with if we're,
And I want to take OTDL fucking. I want to skyrocket OTDL.
I mean, if we're going down that road, right?
That's pretty much how I meant that question. I could have phrased it better.
Like I would like to make a career out of it, But like obviously, like with some of the money, I would also like to give back to the community, and I don't just mean necessarily like
Just one giveaway. I
okay,
do like multiple at once. You know what I mean?
like the obvious, like I mean, I'd have giveaways, but I would also like to help like my area. Like
Oh,
I'd love to help
that
like
as well,
Perry and
obviously.
Knott
That
County,
as
like
well.
Perry County, Knott County. I'd love to do that too. Like actual help, like help both the community that I've created and the community that I live in. You see what I'm saying?
Like I get
I'd like to do that.
charities and shit, bro. Like
Yeah, like do
100%.
charities and stuff like that. I'd like to do that. But I'd also like to, because I know that I'd like to own my own business one day, right? Well,
Bro.
even like say with that money, not only could I do charities and stuff, but also with another portion of that money, I could possibly help start my own business, or if I've already got my own business started by that point, help fund it. You see what I'm saying? And like I would also I would love to make my own like liquor brand. Like that'd be
That right there, bro.
like
We have to.
I would
That's a
love to.
have to,
I would
dog.
love to make my own liquor brand. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to. I'd love to.
That's a have to case. 100%. It's a have to
It
case.
is. It's
We
a have to
drink too
case.
much. All of us, everybody saying OTDL drinks too much for us to not have our fucking own alcohol brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what did I say?
I mean, if
What
we
did I
were in
say
the
we call
Prohibition
it?
era, we could probably sell pints of our blood for top dollar. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts, dog. That's facts.
I mean,
But
like we're made of alcohol at this
I
point,
had
so
a, I had
we
a,
have to have a liquor at one point. At some
we
point.
have to, dog. I had a person ask me what would I call what would we call our
Huh?
energy drink? What would we call the OTDL energy drink?
Oh yeah, did you know that? Did you know that the way? Because well, it's not random. It kind of correlates to the alcohol thing. Well, it definitely does. But
Oh yeah,
Knott
Knott
County
County's
went
yeah,
wet.
Knott County's
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a wet county now. What about that? Listen, this is a perfect time to start our liquor. I
By,
know
by the way, I
we
was
ain't
talking
really,
to Austin about
prepared
this,
for
right?
that, but
I was talking to
let's
Austin
do it
about this.
anyway.
I said, bro, could you imagine if Knott County would have went wet when we was still working at the county line?
It'd been over.
Austin said he'd have found us in the cooler, fucking surrounded by liquor bottles, just absolutely hammered. We'd be fucked.
Yeah, we would have been.
But yeah, I had somebody ask me, they was like, yo, if y'all had an energy drink, kind of like Logan Paul and KSI's Prime Hydration, Prime Energy. If y'all had an energy drink, what would you call it? Right? And I said, 100% we'd call it Yer Juice.
Yeah, your juice.
Tastes so good, make you want to yer your mama.
Oh,
That'd
did
be
you
the
hear
slogan.
bro? Did you hear about how fucked up Prime is though? Did you hear about that?
I've heard a lot of shit about Prime. It's all alleged, by the way.
Like,
We've been trying to get sued over here.
yeah, listen, this is like actual like articles wherever you can read them. Apparently, it causes like all kinds of different fucking cancers or some shit supposedly.
I've heard about the supposed lawsuit that was filed against him, but I don't know if there was any truth behind that.
Yeah.
Like Ryan Garcia brought it up, but he was also saying that he was going to marry Kylie Jenner and all sorts of shit. Yeah, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But was he crazy? Was he not crazy? We still never got the footage. I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? Of Bohemian Grove and the shit he said he had. I do like Ryan though. Ryan's pretty dope. But yeah, we got to have our own liquor brand, bro. And kind of like how Mr. Beast has like Mr. Beast Burger. I'd like to have almost like some sort of like, not like a restaurant, but like, I'd like to have like multiple stores, right? Whether that be across the nation or whatever, or across the world even. With just like our merch in it, like maybe like not Funko Pops, but like plushies, all sorts of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just nothing but OTDL shit.
Yeah, I agree with that. It'd be nice.
And I'm just so pumped to get to the position to where I can start selling merch. because bro, like I have so many ideas on what I can do for merch and
Oh,
shit.
I do too. Like
Like
that's one thing I also
I've
can't wait
developed
for.
I've developed a new
Sell
slogan
merch,
here.
'cause I got a lot of new ideas as well.
I've developed a new slogan here recently. Like people will come into my stream and be like, "Yo, how you doing, bro?" I'll be like, "Ah, bro, just living and living." You know, instead of live streaming, living and living, man.
Yeah.
uh, but yeah, but I've got a lot of good ideas for merch, and I can't wait to start selling merch and shit. But what is your end of year goal for 2024? Like, how many subscribers do you want? Like, do you want to be at, and how many subscribers do you honestly think you'll make it to?
I want
And
to
I'll
probably
I'll answer my
500.
own question after.
500.
I'll answer my own question after. So you said 500. How many do you actually think you'll make it to though? Because you're currently at what 189.
Yeah. Honestly, if I keep doing what I'm doing, I think 500. To be honest. If
So
I keep it up.
by the end of 2024, right? I want to be at least at 2.5, 2.5K.
Right.
However, God willing, if the shorts keep doing what they're doing, I think I'll be well beyond that. God willing, and I'm not trying to brag on anything. I don't want to come off braggadocious or anything. But like the shorts are going insane right now, bro. And it's all
Yeah.
Red Dead shit. Nothing else does good like that. Not Sea of Thieves, not Grounded, not anything. It's just Red Dead, bro. And I have no problem fucking just throwing out Red Dead shorts constantly. No
Right.
problem. Pretty much a Red Dead channel is what. uh, okay, so in the position that you are now and where you're at now, right? If you could go back to 2020, Cody, right, who started the channel that you have now, what piece of advice would you give him? And I'll answer I'll answer
If
my
I
own
went
question
back
as well.
to my younger self, so to speak.
Yeah, if you right now went back to yourself that started the channel the day they started the channel, the day that you started the channel, what advice would you give yourself? And I'll answer the same question.
Honestly, part of the advice that we gave in the beginning of this, which was do what you want to do, right? Like do the things that you want to do, play the games you want to play, all that stuff, right? Don't expect, don't expect to just I guess blow up, but also expect the unexpected. You know what I'm saying? That too. Also, another thing is don't get burnt out. And the way that you don't get burnt out is going
You
back
gotta pivot. You gotta keep pivoting.
to the first thing, right? Which is do what you want to do, right? Because I feel like you can, if you're doing what you want to do, like if you're
And then when you get sick of that, you can just
and you're
pivot, bro,
doing
do
what
something
you
else.
want to do. If you just do what you want to do, right? As long as, and if you're making content, right, and you're doing whatever you feel like doing, then you're not going to get burnt out, because then it's just like you're doing what you was already going to do, but you're recording. That's the only difference. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you want to play whatever game, right? Play that, right? And if you create content, why not make a video out of it too, right?
Like I've had like many people, right? Like I think my homie Callie Venom, like he was talking about like why he streams. He's like, because this was like when I was having the conversation about trying to give advice and who am I, what do I know, but he was like I stream because I mean why the hell not? Like I'm gonna be playing the game anyway. What the hell's streaming ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was like, that's exactly what I say. That's exactly what I used to tell Isaiah. And I've said it to you a couple times, Cody. I was like, why not just stream it, bro? I mean, what's it gonna hurt? Like it can literally do no damage. Like it can either help you or it's just gonna do nothing. You know what I mean? I mean, you might as well just take a chance on it. And your streams have been doing pretty good, and so has Isaiah's, which thank God, bro. But if I could go back to 2016, right, and tell myself, and give myself some advice, the first thing I'd say is quit being fucking delusional, you dumbass. You know what I mean? Because when I started YouTube, I was like, by the end of the first, I'm trying to do my voice back then. By the end of the first year, 500 subscribers. You know how long it took me to hit 500, bro? It took me 6 years. It took me 6 years to hit 500. So that'd be the first fucking piece of advice I give myself. Quit being delusional, dumbass. And then the second piece of advice that I would give myself, which is a little fucked, but it would be, if you really want to do this, right? Which I mean, now obviously I know I do. It's like you really want to do this, right? And I imagine myself, yeah, I want to do this. I'd be like, well, fucking do it then. Don't be going to Ben Hamburgies and Patrick Hamburgies every weekend. Don't be fucking taking month breaks in between. Don't be fucking uploading Call of Duty Ghosts and fucking 2016. Like, what are you doing, homie? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, you gotta think your videos through better. Which, I mean, it took me years to fucking even learn how to do that. So, I guess I'd try to explain to him how to do it. Explain to him how to do it. I kind of said him, like it's not me. uh, I'm like, if you really want to do this, and I know you do because I'm you, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So start grinding like yesterday. Start grinding like yesterday, and fucking don't quit at all. Because had I grinded back in 2016 the way I am now, and never let up, homie, it's untelling where I'd be at. It's untelling how many subscribers I'd be at.
That's true. And
But I
I
was
can say the
going to
same thing about
being
myself.
in Patrick Ambergy's fucking house every weekend. I was going on vacations 3-4 months in between, not even doing not a video, not a stream, nothing. I mean, I didn't stream anything until fucking my first stream on my channel right now. I mean, I don't know exactly what was first because I probably deleted it. But the first stream on my channel right now is Call of Duty Modern Warfare. 2019 when me, you, Austin, and
I can
Alex.
honestly say the same thing though, because see, I done the same thing. I took a really long break, and I shouldn't have. And the reason why I took a really long break is because I was getting burnt out, right? And that goes back to what I was saying. Why was I getting burnt out? Because I really wasn't playing the games I wanted to be playing, right?
Here's the thing. My thing wasn't even
When I
burnout,
started
dog.
playing the games that I really wanted to play, and I just enjoyed my time, it changed everything.
My thing was I wasn't even burn out, bro. I just didn't take it serious enough. I would tell myself to take it more serious because, homie, I'm I'm
Wow,
seeing what
so
it can.
serious. Anyway.
I'm seeing what it can be. You know what I mean? I'm not as far as it can be, but I'm seeing what it can be. You know what I mean? Now,
Yeah.
like I would tell myself to take it more serious because, like, bro, this could be massive. So start grinding, right? And I mean, start grinding, start streaming, and don't let up at all. Don't let up. You need to hit the grind now. Don't go to Ben and Patrick's every weekend. I mean, if you want to take a weekend off, whatever. Don't do it every weekend like you was doing it. And over the summers, bro. Over the summers, dog. Like junior year. Like I saw over the summer of like sophomore year going into junior year. Or over the summer of junior year going into senior year, bro. I never fucking stayed home, bro. Therefore, no fucking grind. Not streaming, not uploading. Like, that's so stupid, bro. Like, that was
I would say
so
this
much
though.
valuable time, dog, that I could have been grinding. And looking back on that, bro, it makes me cringe and my soul makes me want to throw up.
Before I start streaming, I am gonna eat though. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I pretty much all the advice I'd give myself is just hit it and don't let up. And pretty much I'd give him all the advice that we've given this as well. Is just fucking find what you want to do, bro. And then hit that shit and don't let up at all. And I'm telling you, bro, if I'd have grinded the way that I grind now back then, bro, and never let up, Jesus. Makes me sad thinking about it. Well, just a little bit more about my YouTube journey, and I imagine we're coming up on an hour here, but
Yeah, it's 6:56 right now.
okay, so obviously starting off, it was me, Austin, Jacob, and we didn't know what the fuck we was doing, right? At all. I mean, we was uploading fucking 3-4 times a day. I used to upload 3 times a day, bro. 3 videos a day I used to upload. And then, I began to be, I guess you said, a little bit more well-versed. And then, you keep going, and then there's, like, so many breaks, bro. And then the homie Alex rolls around. And then we start doing Fortnite. However, I'm not doing content on my main channel for it. Like, I'm doing, like, second channel content is what it pretty much is. Which is the content I was doing with Alex was uploaded to what is the OTDL channel, which used to be my second channel before OTDL was founded, and I deleted every video and turned it into the OTDL channel. Like, I don't know why. Well, I know why I wasn't streaming, because our internet wasn't fucking good enough, bro. I barely could just play Fortnite and just be playing. But I don't know why I didn't stream more or why I didn't make more content back then. That's so stupid. And then moving on to, like, after everything, and it's like, OTDL starts back. OTDL's rebirth, right? Because I originally started OTDL gaming and whatever. OTDL's rebirth with me, you, Austin, got so fucked by us bringing in Jeff that it's like, going back, bro, it's like, what the fuck was, and it was me pretty much, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, what the fuck we doing? And then I took it so political with all the contracts, the interactions, all sorts of shit. However, the thing about it was I'd been in Super Dupes. Right? Super Dupes died, which that's the first channel that I was part of. Like that Super Dupes was created before Headhunter 1130's channel was created. You know what I'm saying? So I'd watched Super Dupes die. Therefore, I didn't want OTDL to die. Did not want OTDL to be another Super Dupes. And it's like we needed the interactions. In my head, we needed them because in my head
That was the Super Dupe disaster, huh?
that was a Super Dupe disaster. Yeah, well, in my head, I was like, the second we take out interactions, nobody's gonna fucking. We're never gonna hear from everybody else that's in OTDL besides like the close inner circle. We're not gonna hear from them. There's not gonna be any fucking content put out for OTDL. There's gonna be no more podcasts. And then, bro, fucking, we take the interactions out midway through 2022, bro, and everything I said came to pass. We quit hearing from Chris. We quit hearing from Jacob. The podcast quit going out. There's like a 6 month fucking time. There's a 6 month gap in between videos. And it's OTDL, and I said this back in a video about a year ago. OTDL needed to fail to succeed.
Yeah.
OTDL needed to fail to succeed. We needed to have all the fallout between me, you, and Austin. We needed to have that. We need to have the multiple fallouts with Jeff. The multiple releases, the fucking all the shit, all the the contractual fucking problems, and we needed all of that to get to where we're at now, which I think we're in a good space. Me and Isaiah
I agree.
are pretty much like the forefront, and I'd imagine now that you're getting back into YouTube and shit, you'll probably be back up here at the forefront as well. But, however, like there's an issue with it, right? It's like Isaiah's talking about getting a job at Toyota, right? And props to him, bro. Hope to God he gets it. That's like $22 an hour. However, okay, so me and Isaiah stream on Wednesday morning, Wednesday night. After one of those streams, we usually do a podcast, right? And that gets something out for OTDL in a week. However, if he gets this job at Toyota, right, and I'm not saying anything, I hope he gets it. Like, honest to God, I hope he gets it. Homie could use the money. I mean, homie's barely living paycheck to paycheck. And it's like, if he gets that job, right, then I can't do podcasts by myself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm very worried for OTDL. But I hope he gets it because he needs the money, and homie's living paycheck to paycheck. Pretty rough right now. Yeah. But if he gets it, I'm very worried.
I can always do podcasts with you. I mean, I plan on doing more podcasts with you.
Here's the thing about me and you, Cody. Right? Okay, we started Empty Thoughts, right? We did like the first however many episodes. I mean, we just quit. We just ran out of shit to talk about. We just quit.
Yeah.
And like I said, bro, it's so much easier to do like content for like our main channels, right? Either Gearhead or Header 1130. Because you can do shit like that, or you can do whatever you're doing solo for that. You can't do shit. You can't do solo shit for OTDL because it's a fucking organization that consists of multiple people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out. You know, we always do. And by the way, I'm sick of saying that. I'm sick of fucking every little fucking thing. It's like, we'll figure it out because we never fucking do, bro. We've never figured it out. The first thing we said we was gonna figure out.
Plan.
The first thing we said we was gonna figure out, bro. We still haven't figured out, and I don't even remember what it was. It kind of goes to the back of the fucking filing cabinet and just disappears. We never fucking see it again. Well, we're at 58 minutes and 19 seconds. I guess we'll go ahead and wrap something up here. Hopefully y'all enjoyed listening to me and Cody ramble on for the past damn near hour. Make sure you click on OTDL, go sub to everybody send OTDL. We're right at the top. We appreciate y'all. Make sure to sub to OTDL because OTDL is a monk, and make sure you fucking absolutely fucking donkey kick the like button. Because it helps the algorithm sort out this train wreck that we call videos. But yeah, we appreciate y'all. And we'll see y'all next time on that. We see y'all.